Good morning, YouTube. Now it's Saturday for me today, so no work today. So I'm going to have a look at this Sansui 310 that I bought the other day. Because I haven't done anything with this yet. I've not plugged it in, I've not done anything. So the story behind this Sansui, or what it said on the listing, was that it was working properly and it was all complete, and then it went into storage, and it was in storage quite a few years, and when the person has got it out of storage, the knobs are missing off at the front, and when you plug it in it doesn't do anything. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. So that is why I haven't plugged it in and tried it, because I haven't seen inside it yet. It might have parts missing, it might not be safe to plug in. So that's what I'm going to do today. The first thing I shall do is take the lid off, check it over, make sure all the parts are there and I can't see no obvious fault with it. And if it looks like it's all complete, I should just run through all the fuses inside it and then plug it in and see if anything happens. So hopefully when I take the lid off, it will be all complete. But I don't know if it is or not, because I have not seen inside this. There was no pictures of the insides on the listing, so I took a little bit of a gamble and I believed the story a little bit, so I thought if it's just been in storage it should be all complete. So I had a little bit of a gamble, bought it, and here it is. So I've just took the two screws out on one side that holds the lid on. So I've just turned it round and I'll take these two screws out here, and they are all that holds the lid on. There is just four screws, and then this lid should just lift off, and then we shall see whether the old Sansui is complete or not. Because I have bought amplifiers before thinking they're all complete, and when you take the lid off someone's been in there stealing parts. But I'm looking inside this Sansui, it looks all complete. The transformer's there, and that would be the first thing someone would pinch out of it if they was having parts out of it. So this Sansui, it does look complete in there, but it looks really clean in there. So I'm not really believing this story now about it being in storage for years, because surely if it had been in storage for years, it would be really dirty in here. And just look at that inside, that is really clean, like someone's been in there cleaning it out. And alright, it looks a bit dirty in that part there, but that is only the radio part. So that wouldn't stop it working, but the rest of it looks really, really clean. And if you look at this up here, I'd say this has been recapped. Just look how nice and clean all them caps look there. I'd say someone's been through this and recapped it, or at least that lot there, because they just look brand new, them caps. All that little collection of caps there look brand new. And I'm looking at the bolts as well. Look, if you look at this, back board here, one I'm just going to put my brush on, you look on that board, it's a little bit dirty. Now you look at that one at the front, that is spanking. So that front board has been gone right through. And even them pots look spanking. There is no dirt out on them pots. They have been all gone through. So someone has definitely been right through this receiver. And I do think they have recapped it. I might be wrong on that, but them caps do look really spanking and new. And I do hope that if it has been done, whoever done it knew what they was doing. So let's turn it over and take the bottom off and see what's going on underneath this old Sansui. And you can tell someone's been in here. Look, I've just turned it over. There is only 2 screws holding this base on. So I think the storage story is going out of the window. Someone has been through this thing trying to get it working. Look, it's just 2 screws holding that bottom on. Now they wouldn't just fall out in storage, would they? They've been taken out. But it does look nice in the bottom here as well. It's nice and clean. It all looks complete. So let me get the camera off of the tripod and we'll get in there and have a better look at the underneath of this old Sansui 310. And just looking now, this is the same as the top. This has been cleaned. There is no way this has not been cleaned out. You got to think this amplifier is over 50 years old. Someone has been in there trying to get this working, especially with them screws missing and how clean it is. And I do think this has had new caps put in it because they just look too good, all them caps on the other side. They really do look good. But again, I can't see nothing under there that looks burnt or damaged or anything. It looks really good, this Sansui. It does look in good condition for how old this Sansui is. So it is all complete, this Sansui, and I can't see no reason why this thing isn't safe to plug in. So next I shall get my little tester and test through all the fuses, make sure they are all good, and if they are we shall plug it in and see what it does. So I am happy that the Sansui is all complete because it is always a gamble when you buy something not working with no photos of the inside. You never know what you're going to find when you take the lid off. But at least this one, it is all complete and it does look like it's been recapped, this Sansui. But I'm not sure if I am believing the storage story because it would be dirty inside if it had been in storage. It would have all its screws in the base if it had been in storage. So I'm not really believing the storage story. I think it's more likely someone's had a go at fixing this and could not get it working, so they've just listed it for sale and made up the storage story to try and help it sell. And it did help it sell because I believed the storage story a little bit and I bought it. Whereas if it had said has been opened up, has been gone right through, but sadly it was unable to be fixed, then I would not have bought it. I would have just moved on and found something else. No, I might not have. I might still have bought it because I did keep looking at this Sansui and I just thought, oh, it looks in such nice condition. It really does deserve saving. So I might have still bought this one because I really love these little low-powered Sansuis and I haven't had one for a while. And I did need something to fix on the channel and I did really just need something to fix for myself because I've always got an amplifier or something round me that needs fixing. I just love it, so I've always done it over the years. So whenever I've got nothing to fix, I always buy something to fix. So I've just grabbed my little tester and we'll run through the fuses, make sure they're all good in this Sansui. So if the needle goes up, the fuse is good. So yeah, that first fuse is good. Let's get in and try the other one. Yeah, see, the other one's good. There's nothing wrong with that fuse, so there's one more to test over here. And you can't just pop these fuses out and test them on these Sansuis. You have to do them in place. So that one's good as well. So all 3 fuses there near that transformer, they are all good. And I can't see any more fuses this side, so I think there is only them 3. So I shall turn it over because there is a couple in the other side. So let's turn the amplifier over, and then there's 2 on this top here I think, but the ones on the top here, they are in carriers, so you can pull these ones out to test them. So I'll just lay it back down, and then we'll pop them 2 fuses out and just make sure them ones are good. I think they will be, because I definitely think someone has been through this amp. So I'll just get my little tool, because it makes it easy to get the fuses out of the carrier. So that's the first one out. So let's put a little test on that first one. And if the needle shoots up, the fuse is good. So let's get the tester on it, and there you go, that fuse is good. I thought it would be. So let's just pop the other one out, and then I'll put that first one back in so I don't muddle them up. And then let's test this second one, and I think this one will be good as well. So let's get the tester on it, and yeah, look, that one's good. So there is nothing wrong with them fuses, both of them are fine. So let's pop that one back in. And then I think there is just one more at the back, because I can't see any more inside here anywhere. They are the only 2 I could see this side, and there was 3 the other side. And there will probably be one at the back, which will be like the mains fuse, where the power comes in from the power lead. So let's turn it round, and then we shall test that one. And you can see it there by my thumb in that little bit that says fuse. There is just 1 in there. Sometimes on the back of these amplifiers they have 2, but on this one it has only got 1 by the look of it. So let's get my screwdriver and take that fuse out, and then we'll check this one. So you just unscrew it and then pull it out. And it does look nice and clean actually, that fuse. Sometimes you pull these fuses out on the back and they can be very corroded because they've just been in there for years, but not that one. That one looks nice and clean. It is a little bit like dirty on the ends, not corroded, a little bit dirty. So if it tests good, I'll just give that one a little go over with a sandpaper. And yeah, that did test good. There is nothing wrong with that fuse. So I'll get a little bit of sandpaper, and I'm just going to clean the ends up a little bit because they was quite black. And the way they sit in that carrier, they make their connections through the end, that fuse. So that looks much better. After a little rub with the sandpaper, the ends of that fuse are nice and shiny again. So let's pop it back in and screw it back in now. So it only leaves 1 more fuse, and that is the one in the plug. So if the one in the plug is good, then this amplifier is good to plug in. So we'll have to plug it in and see what happens. And you never know, it might even work, because I really can't see nothing wrong with this amplifier. Normally, if something is burnt out or something like that, there will be telltale signs, but I really can't see anything like that. So if we plug it in and it doesn't work, then my money would be that the transformer's gone in this one. Because I've had that a few times before on these little Sansuis. I've had a Sansui 210 before that the transformer had gone in, so I had to replace it. I've replaced the transformer in a Sansui AU 101 because that had gone. And I think I think it was a 350 or a 350A. I had to put a new transformer in that because it had gone. So I think the transformers in these Sansuis might be a bit of the weak link, because the rest of them seems to be a bit bulletproof on these old Sansuis. And I was just looking at the plug then, That is not a plug that has been in storage. That is a plug that has just been changed by someone, because that plug looks brand new. And the fuse in it is good, and the terminals were nice and tight. So let's pop the fuse back in, and then I'm just going to plug it in and we shall see what happens. And you can see there, look, that plug is brand new. That was fitted like a week ago. It is brand new, that plug. So the story of this being in storage is totally out the window. There is no way this receiver has been in storage for a long time. Or if it was, someone has got it out and been right through it before they listed it. So that's the plug back on. So let's turn the Sansui round and we shall plug it in and see what it does. And you never know, it just might work, this Sansui, because I can't see no obvious signs of anything burning out. I can't see nothing looks cracked or loose or anything like that. So it might work, or it might be the transformer's gone, because like I said, I've had a few of these where the transformer's gone. So that's it plugged in and powered up. So I shall put my camera back on the tripod and then we shall see what the Sansui does. And I'm using that multicoloured plug socket because that has got a built-in trip, so if there's something wrong it will trip that and not trip out the whole house. So let's turn it on and see what it does. Not a lot by the look of it. Nothing going on with that. I will try it on the radio though, because the radio could be the bulb's gone and the radio should have like the little bar. No, it's got nothing. That's dead as a dodo, that Sansui. Nothing going on with that. Oh, I did think it might have something going on with it, because I couldn't really see nothing wrong with it, but that is dead as anything. Nothing. Feel the transformer. No, nothing. And I will do it right. I put it on the radio and try and tune it in, because if it finds something even crackle, it might kick the transformer into life. Give it a bit of volume. Sometimes, if it could be all the bulbs gone, and then you tune the radio in, and if it finds something, you suddenly feel the transformer come to life a little bit. But no, that is dead. So let's try it on AM. Because even like finding a little bit of crackle or something, it will make the transformer buzz. But no, that is just totally dead. So I'm afraid the Sansui is dead. So I'm going to go and have some breakfast now, and then I shall return and we'll have to test right through it. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.